Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kuchiri, joined by Willard. Welcome to round 2 of the Link to Past 2024 randomizer tournament. We got Telmiran versus Titos. How you doing today, Willard?
Doing swell, thank you.
And looks like we are doing Cross Hunt, 10 out of 12 Triforce pieces, with all the Triforce being on the bosses as rewards, plus 2 in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, should be an exciting match. These two fought their way through the first round of the bracket stage to get to the second round, which is no easy task. And they're going to celebrate with a little bit of cross hunt for game 1. And this might offend some people, but when I think of cross hunt, I think of it's cross keys, but better. It's a little better. It's a little bit better. That's just me.
You have a little bit more freedom in this. You're not just looking for the crystals. You're looking for, just boss kills. You have more freedom. You don't have the feeling, oh, this is a pendant dungeon, let's try to avoid it.
Yeah, I've been playing this game for too long, so when I get to the point where I have a mode where I have a little bit more freedom of my choices for the end game, I tend to have a little bit more fun with it. Until you get those seeds where it's like, oh yeah, these last 3 dungeons, they're all locked by the same item. Good luck.
That one item is in the worst location imaginable. But we did get a nice little bomb start, and both our runners are going to Witch's Hut to find left side of Hyrule. Tel decides that they don't want to dip it yet.
Yeah, I like seeing this. No divergence yet. Pretty much everybody kind of just doing their own thing. You play a mode like this enough, especially with the entrance shuffle, and you're like, I know how to start these seeds. And these players are both thinking, we want money, maybe going for Houlihan after checking this drop down right here.
That looks like it for Tel's side. Going to see what this drop down is. It is the fairy drop down. We don't care about that.
Yeah, we don't need a health refill. I mean, that is also a vanilla location, but that one you generally like to see over at like the lumberjack spot, so you know that you don't have to defeat Aga1.
That or the GT spot.
Yeah.
You don't have to beat Aga this seed? Okay, that's good.
Sure. Yeah, the thing that I really like, especially about this mode, not just because, we have to get the Triforce pieces and not necessarily get these 7 crystal dungeons, is that when it comes to cross keys, I despise the Ganon's Tower climb, because I feel like too many races I've been in have been decided by who did it first or who did it at all. And it's nice sword here at the front of Hyrule Castle. That's a huge find.
Big find. But
the nice thing about this seed is that you're not the climbing the GT is never going to be like a gamble, because there's always going to be a Triforce up there that you can get. So you're always going to be kind of making progression. It's just a matter of, is there a faster Triforce piece I could be getting instead? That's like the only key difference.
Yeah, if you could do the climb instead of doing, let's say, Turtle Rock. If there's no easy way to the back of it. Bit of a time save, but nice. Nice flute. Telmiran with both a sword and a flute early. That is kind of nasty, and the key to TR.
So the uncle route, quote unquote, was a strong play here.
I did not see what was in Spec Rock.
It was a big 20. We got a Meyer Small here in Hyrule the Sanctuary, which for most people would be like, I don't care. But for some people, the smart folk that are actually paying attention to key logic, they're like, oh man, I just need like 1 or 2 more of those, and all of a sudden all these chests are in logic when I get to Meyer. You think anyone's actually thinking about that this early? No.
But with one key and some fire, you do have a nice, easy loop to get all the chests of Meyer.
Nobody's big brain in it that early. That's silly. Who would do such a thing? So yeah, right now we are just gonna kind of run around, check all of our entrances. We're looking for item caves like Hype Cave, Blind's Hut. We're looking for nice dungeons like Not Eastern or like Thieves Town. Thieves Town's a nice one. You get your first 4 and you get out of there. We got Mimic Cave here at the front of Tavern. No hammers, so we'll have to wait on that.
Ether's at race game, so once we get Mirror and Dark World access, we may be picking that up for a little bit of screen clearing.
Ooh, we got a dark cave over here at the Quarreling Brothers house that could potentially be of importance. Didn't really get any sort of means of like actually seeing what dark cave that was, but maybe we'll wait until we get a lamp.
Yep. So Telmiran getting this early sword is going to do something that Titos saw but wasn't able to do with 2 bombs. Mini Moldrum Cave, that's 5 checks here, being a piece of heart, another piece of heart, a small key to Dark Palace, more bombs, and more money.
That was a little pathetic, but that's okay. It's done. We did it. It's out of the way. You don't want to get too many good items too early, right? That's...
Oh, no. This isn't a race or anything.
All right, left side desert leads to Tower of Hera. Wow, that's
a good find.
That's a really good find. Mountain Axis tends to be one of those early, like, I need to find this. Because not only does it give you a bunch of checks, but also you can save the old guy, and then that gives you a new save and quit point, which can mean access to new parts of the game that you wouldn't have access to otherwise.
It could be your easy way into Dark World if the Old Man Hut is in, Thieves Town area. But
Telmiran finding Eastern Palace here down in the bomb refill spot here in Kakari. We're going to go ahead and decide to go in and grab what they can, and we'll have to death warp out unless they find a mirror.
Yeah, 4 items, though. I mean, you don't normally want double dip dungeons like Eastern, but this early on with the sword, yeah, go for it.
You don't want to be leaving behind a nice item like a hammer or a moon pearl or a glove or anything like that. And the sword will also be helpful if they decide to go all the way through to the vanilla big key chest through the dark room. You can use the sword as a guiding light.
It looks like Titos is doing old man with a bomb stretch to show him his way. No sword, really hard to get through that without a sword, but does get the old man out. Blue goo. Good find. Blue man.
Perfect. And a bomb farm to make up for the bombs used to get through the dark. How perfect.
And the mice drop bombs. How pleasant.
Man, what kind of luck is that? It's great.
Oh, those death drops, though, are not letting Titos through.
Wow, that actually makes it through. Pretty impressive. Finds the witch's hut here on right at Flute 1. We got a small key to Skullwoods. It's a nice one to find early.
You don't want to find too many of those, but finding one does make getting through Skull a bit faster.
What else we got up on this mountain? Another dark cave. More to be revealed. And yeah, we are going to see all of the available checks we have here in Eastern Palace. And, I know some people like to skip on this chest forever. So let's see what this ends up being. Those people that do that are crazy, though. I don't know. I can never... I don't like skipping in this game, no matter what. Like, if I'm skipping Left Side Swamp, there's desperation there. I don't like doing it, because I know that if there's something required there, it's going to haunt me for a bit. I'd rather lose to doing too much than losing to skipping one thing and getting burned by it.
And there's always the chance that you do it, you find something there, you skip it, and boom, that's a find. That's a power glove!
Wow! Huge find here in Eastern Palace. I mean, that's the other thing, is Eastern tends to be one of those dungeons that people like to just put off for a little bit. They find it, they go, ew, and turn right around and leave.
Oh, speaking of finding something big, here's Laser Bridge, also in CAC. Oh, we're gonna find out some info here. Our green pendant is in Thieves Town.
Kakariko's got a lot of stuff in it. You got a red boomerang, a cape, and a stack of arrows. The cape would be really nice for what Titos is doing right now on the right. Taking a laser to the gut.
Yeah, I think Telmiran's about ready to walk into that too.
Gosh, I have not heard this song in ages. I remember, oh wow, Kane of Samaria on Laser Bridge. I mean, you might as well just immediately go check what's at Crystal Roller Room and just backtrack through TR. Hookshot Cave as well in here.
Titos decided not to do it, and Telmiran is going to just have all kinds of fun right now.
So we've got Desert Eastern, TR, Hookshot Cave, Saha's Hut, and we haven't even seen all of Kakariko. You've only seen the bottom portion of it. Man, I haven't played Castle Crashers since, like, I remember playing it in my college dorm back in, like, 2008 with my roomies. And it was a lot of fun. It was so wacky.
My friends and I always found new people who never played it on Xbox Live. And we always made a big deal to fight for the princesses. And then when we get to the final boss, we let the newbie win.
That was a fun game.
Telmiran is going to go to the Crystal Roller Room.
Yeah, Telmiran actually does have magic, so can actually go back here. Not sure where they picked up that TR small.
Oh, it was it was in crap. I want to say Mini Moldor.
No, I don't think so. Maybe it was. Maybe it was on the guy. Not a big deal.
Because I said something about maybe skipping TR. And
Moonbird!
Oh, wow!
All right. Another good find on Telmiran's side. Telmiran's getting a lot of goodies early. That early Moon Pearl locked by, well, just the lamp at this point. You could maybe find a path to it from the front if you picked up a TR big. But we ain't got that yet.
Yep, looks like Bugnet is at the Lumberjack Cave in the well.
Got Spiral Cave. Nobody likes doing Spiral Cave. Finally activating that flute. Telmiran's gonna go on a little journey after this. This start is so strong on Telmiran's side versus Titos' side. But it's early. We're only 12 minutes into a cross hunt, and these can, these can go for like 2 hours long, depending on how the seed plays out. And like it's a huge start. This could be a big swing at the beginning, but there's still plenty of room for advantages to switch.
Yep, no, the game's never over until the Triforce is on the screen, and but do the Uncle early is the story of this beginning of the seed, though.
You be this uncle?
Oh, Tio's about ready to get the news.
What news?
Whenever they get to the front of Hyrule.
Oh. Are they gonna get that news? Hey, Uncle's like, hey, there's a sword at Hyrule Castle. Use this single arrow to guide you. Oh yeah, Mountain Save and Quit here in Kakariko as well. So not gonna get too much. Well, actually, I mean, aside from already having the flute, having a quick start in Kakariko is really nice. This tourney got announced, and they were doing a bunch of the qualifiers. I decided to play through nice Ice Palace. I decided to play through like more than half of the cross hunt asyncs that were listed on the website, and I honestly really like this mode. I think it's a lot of fun. It's no door rando, but you know. Oh no. Oh.
Required.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
So now this is an 11 out of 13 Ganon hunt. That's it.
Yeah.
We just got one extra boss that we need to kill.
That's fine. It's okay because it's about the journey, not the destination. But also Lamau.
Yeah, we do need the 2 Castle Tower Smalls. I don't think they faux key this, do they?
No. Would be nice though.
Would be real nice.
All right, Titos, look at using a little combination bomb Samaria block strats to get through Mini Moldern Cave.
No, I mean, a lot of enemies are dropping bombs. That's a good news.
And we're going to get a little more on Telmiran's side, having that glove already, be able to check the Death Mountain Ascension Cave.
What is going to go down Spiral? Magic Bat is at Escape Dropdown.
Spiral Cave leads to a small key to Ganon's Tower. And we're here in the desert area. We see 10 arrows on the desert ledge. Gonna pop into Ganon's Cave. We got, Spiral Cave leading to Bumper Ledge.
That's a really good exit. You find the mirror. That's another entrance on that ledge there. Ooh, nice Hera.
Tower of Hera in the desert area. And there's flippers. All right. Yeah, and I feel like this early flute's gonna be pretty helpful for routing choices. It's nice to get an early mobility item like that. It also lets you play a little bit more. It lets you either clear more efficiently or lets you skip stuff. Like you can put stuff off a little bit longer because you can get back to them really quickly.
Now, is
nice.
Flute's one of those items where you might do more connectors knowing that you can always save and quit and flute back to a location?
Yeah, maybe. Especially with Moon Pearl in hand, like going connectors for Dark World is A-okay in my book.
Oh, hey, desert.
All right, now we've seen all parts of desert except for the boss. We got, yeah. It was Titos that went up to the mountain yet. We didn't see that on Telmiran's side, right?
Nope. Tel hasn't gone up the mountain, but we'll probably do so now. Titos finally gets the sword. And
the flute. It's going to go activate that, and having saved the old man can just start raiding Kakariko, so real quick activation. And it's still really that glove and Moon Pearl that's going to be giving Telmiran the advantage right now. Huge advantage. I've played plenty of seeds where like gloves an hour in and you're just sad. Because usually that means that you're having to utilize a lot of connectors to get around.
Telmiran kind of debated if they wanted to actually check the mountain, but decided to do so, or was just updating their map tracker.
Yeah, probably just taking notes. That's if you've ever wanted to play modes like this, you have to take notes. Notes are so important because, we've all been there where you're hour and a half, 2 hours into a seed, and you're like, "What did I miss? I must have missed something somewhere."
Oh. We know this is nothing, but Tio's finding Desert Ledge through Hyrule. We've seen all of Hyrule now.
Good point. Now we do see that Hera is a pendant as well. So we already know about two of our pendant dungeons, Thieves Town and Tower of Hera. not as important in this mode because we don't really care too much about the dungeon prizes, but the prizes that we do care about pretty much are the red crystals and the pendants. Yep. I think the way it works is that GT is unlocked with... Is it 0? It's 0, isn't it? I think it's 0.
Let me double check.
I think it's 0. I'm going to say it's 0. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I know there's another iteration of this mode on the ladder where it's set to 4, but I'm like, nah, it's 0. So yeah, blue crystals we don't care about. And you're going to probably see these runners in certain situations save and quit after getting the Triforce piece. Just say, nah, I don't need it. Or even mirror out if... Was it Hyrule Castle main or left that got us to the desert left?
Desert Ledge was Hyrule main. Left is at Flute Spot 2. Right is at Flute Spot 5.
Right is at Flute Spot 5. Oh, okay, thank you. I knew that Titos had found Hyrule Castle at a Flute Spot.
Death Mountain caves here.
Mm-hmm. Nice to get these out of the way. While we're heading into the Zora area, going to check what's behind the waterfall and then go see what Zora's selling. We got an Ice Rod cave here up on the Dark Mountain. We got a Hype cave behind the waterfall. Small key to Turtle Rock. $100 on the lad. $20. 10 arrows. A lamp. And a small key to Ice Palace. There is our lamp to get our Moon Pearl. And our glove. It's perfect. So now, collectively, we're in logic. There's Palace of Darkness here up on the mountain. Also a good find.
We do have a key. That's, what, 5 checks we can do? We also have a blue potion. We can get a couple more if we wanted to glitch out those mimics.
Yeah. Could do that. Though I would probably save that blue and just do some mimic clipping. Get them out. Get them through that wall. But I don't know what these players are capable of. Full return on investment from Zora. Got $300.
Well, it could always be worse. It could be $1.
Could be nothing, yeah. At least now we have enough money to do all the money-related checks left in the game, no problem. Got a second bottle. We got a big key here on Zora Ledge that belongs to Thieves Town. Nice find.
That is our green pendant, so clearing out Thieves Town will give us that extra check. Oh, Eastern big, okay.
All right, just a bow away from Telmiran getting their first Triforce piece out of Eastern if they want to go that route, but where will this bow be? Will it be a bow-locked bow? Kachiri, is that possible? Are we seeing that today? The dream?
So that awkward moment when you mimic clip to find the bow and you're like, oh, hey, I'm not supposed to have this.
Oh, yeah, we did also see there, the back of the mountain save and quit was the dark cave that was over by the brother's house. And yeah, you were right, using that potion glitch to get these mimics out of here. Don't ask me how it works, chat. All I can tell you is that it does.
If the game can't see them, that means they're not there.
All right, what do we got? We got another... Oh, man. Telmiran getting all these goodies out of logic. I mean, obviously now the first glove and the Moon Pearl are back in logic, but not for them. They don't have the lamp yet, but once they do... This is huge. Yeah, Moon Pearl, flute, and mitts already. I mean, my God. Just need a hammer.
Yeah, that's just basic
Because like you get here and you're like, oh man, if I had the mirror, then I could just, you know, get this check and be done with it.
But at least we can now like get into Skull Woods. That is 5 checks right now for us. Pretty good. Start running.
Please. Oh, we're gonna see the front of Hyrule Castle. So wait, where where's Sank at? Was that in Kakariko? Like at the Hammer Pegs?
Yeah, Hammer Pegs.
Or at the Magic Bat? Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing we did, but my brain wasn't ready to acknowledge that yet.
The coffee hadn't fully hit.
Okay. Yeah, something like that. So for anyone popping in just now, blindside. The big thing that Titos needs to do is needs to go back to Laser Bridge to get their Moon Pearl by going backwards through TR to Crystal Roller. And then, hold on, we got a big key to Pod. Nice. What else we got? Magic Powder. Another big key to Ganon's Tower. Nice find.
Okay, that's a big one right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good to get early. You don't want to be hunting for that later. And another Pod Small. Nice. And then we have one glove in Eastern Palace in the vanilla big key chest, which is in logic with the lamp that Titos found. Or the other one is out of logic on right side Palace of Darkness, the Bowlock section. For me personally, if I find Pod, I'm mimic clipping, or I'm getting those checks every time. I don't care. I will always do that. If there's checks that I can get, I will just do them.
That's 2 extra checks. Why skip?
Why skip? And I mean, if you know how to do it, and you're, you know, halfway decent at it, it doesn't take you like, you know, 2 minutes to mimic clip or whatever, you might as well.
And listen to my co-com self-bragging right now. Jeez. Oh,
I'm not self-bragging. I'm just telling it like it is.
We do find the back of Skull, which is pretty good once we find any kind of fire rod situation on us. But what we do find is a big key to TR.
Another big key. Hey, let's look. Now we just got to find the T-Rock laser eyes or the big chest, and we can get that Moon Pearl logically. Or from the other direction. No, of course, Telmiran already has that, but we could also, if Titos, I think Titos might not have that Skullwood Small then. If you find back a skull and you have a lamp and a fighter sword and a small key, do you just go ahead and go for that Mothula kill? Especially it being over here. You're just kind of like, I want to get this done and then never have to come back over here.
Yeah, you normally don't find yourself in Northeast Dark Hyrule.
Oh, we did see another Pod Small in the Dark Cross chest of Hyrule Castle. More Pod Smalls, the better. We have a mirror! Woo! Telmiran, stop, please. We can't do this. We can't handle all these good item locations. That's the dream find right there, because now you can just mirror and do Zora stuff. It's so nice. And we got a Ganon's Tower.
It's almost scripted at this point. What the heck?
No shit. Something crazy soon to turn this fight around. I mean, it's still very early. We're not even 30 minutes in, but Telmiran is just running away with it. We got a big key on the torch in Ganon's Tower. We're gonna need to find the boots to see what that is.
No, this is definitely one of those things where Telmiran's going to hit the point where he's going to have too many checks to do.
Yeah.
And Titos is going to get funneled into his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing. Titos will get funneled into the eyes. They will have a bit of a catch-up. That's one of the views about randomizer. But Telmiran just getting so lucky, so many good checks, man.
You got to be feeling pretty good at this point. Where was that Eastern big? Do you remember?
It was in Pod, the drop-down chest.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, Titos could stumble upon a bow and then get the Eastern big and then be able to do Eastern in one go. That's what I'd be hoping for if I was them. Wonder if we'll see the bomb jump here on the right side of GT with that lamp. All right, what do we got in tile room? It's a compass. Nobody cares.
And it does not look like... they were debating it, but decided they didn't want to spin the key and fight for it.
It looked like they were looking for a mirror that they didn't have.
They felt the disturbance. Their opponent had the mirror and they didn't.
Yeah. Well, they were... Yeah, they were waiting for the Wallmaster, that's true. I just thought them cycling through their items, they were probably just setting up for flute. Wallmaster, flute, and then flute away. And doing a little dance. Alright, we're going to see the Eastern play. Now on Tito's side, going to get that glove, which... Honestly, I worry is going to take them, if they do end up getting it, is going to take them away from that Moon Pearl. That's a back of Laser Bridge to Crystal Roller is an easy one to kind of put in the back of your mind. Especially because, oh man, it's going to feel kind of bad because they could have done it when they found TR, but they just didn't have any magic. No magic.
Very unfortunate. We are going to see Dark Ice Rod section here from Telmiran. Got the Tavern. Got some money. And we got the dam. And with that mirror, we could just go and do the light world section free of charge.
There, okay. And, well, I mean, you find Swamp, you can get at least the first chest. Oh, man, and plus the mirror, this works out so perfectly, because now they can check all the light roll. Titos is probably not even going to think about that without that Moon Pearl. So no way of getting that Eastern big before coming here unless you just... I mean, they were up on the mountain first. But nobody wants to bunny walk on the mountain. Nobody wants to do that.
We're going to see if Telmiran's are going to go and do the full right side here.
Oh yeah, it does have that lamp.
I have never seen anyone do this room that way before, but geez, okay.
What, throwing the thing?
Then picking it up the pot so it lands on it.
Yeah, I like the one where you dash, cane dash, and then pick up the pot. That one looks silly. All right, where are we going, Titos? We know that you need to go back to TR to get that Moon Pearl, but looks like we're gonna go.
We're gonna go back to desert.
Back to desert with that glove that they just got out of Eastern. I get it. I like it. Got to go for that new info. And it is Spike Cave.
Unfortunate find. Now where's Tio's going? Back to desert. Is this, well, we can't do anything here, huh?
Gonna go get the desert rock over here, which was actually desert right. Did Telmiran not check the torch? So doesn't know about the big key on the GT torch.
Did not check the torch.
Okay. That's fine. It's just a thing. Ooh, we are gonna be able to see Ice Palace entrance on Telmiran's side.
Yeah, Tio's just flying all over the place and not getting anything, and Telmiran's skipping Ice Palace. Why are you skipping Ice Palace?
All right.
Is this one of those?
Want to get this first?
Is this one of those where 30-some minutes and you forgot you already have the mitts?
Oh, we found the other side of Super Bunny. No. This is the same side. Never mind. I made a fib. I lied. Yeah, Titos is just kind of going back and getting all the glove lock stuff that they missed earlier.
Yeah, no, Telmiran, I think, probably forgot that they have mitts already because it's way too soon.
No, chat's making a good point. They didn't want to lose their portal because they wanted to keep going up into the pod area. No hammer, so it had to have gone all the way around to get back over here, so real heads up plays. All right, we got the front of TR. I can't imagine we'll do much else in here other than grab this item. I don't know if I'd want to spend keys. Yeah, another Skullwood Small.
You know where the back is, so you could, well, go and get the Chain Chomp chest and still have one key.
Yeah, I feel like most players would rather just hold out for, like, the big chest or laser eyes. We're going to see what's going on in the pod area. We're still looking for a few dungeons, a few item caves. We have some nice things, but we're still missing a lot of nice things as well. Oh, hey, look. Speak of the devil. Still not going to go do it. Oh, wait.
Making you sound like a liar, man.
That's really funny. The double back. Well, yeah. So, for anyone wondering, right now, the big thing that Titos needs to do is to go into Laser Bridge, which is in Kakariko, and with the lamp and cane, go backwards through the dark section to get their Moon Pearl out of Crystal Roller Room. That's the big thing. That's what's currently the big thing that's holding them back. And then the other glove is... Ooh, that's a nice find. Doesn't have the mirror, though. It doesn't have Moon Pearl, so this feels really bad.
Yeah, Moon Pearl and Crystal Roller would have changed a lot of things there, especially since now Tio's got the glove from Eastern and Chicken Hut.
Yeah, this is kind of the tough part. I know when I'm playing modes like this, if I don't have Moon Pearl or mirror, I try to avoid connectors at all costs because of the idea of having to double back when you find something like this. But that's the thing is, some of this stuff could potentially be logical, especially with GT being open like this. You never know when you're going to find a connector in the Dark World that leads back to the Light World, like the old classic Paradox Cave with its 3 entrances. Titos is going to find Pod, though. Might get to see some action in there.
Yeah, not too much going on right now. If you guys haven't yet, go ahead and follow the runners. Fine, good show here. Round 2 of the main tournament.
Do the command. Okay, thank you.
The command.
They are going to get their Moon Pearl, and they're going to... I don't know. I honestly would see them go right back to that Dark Death Mountain stuff. Maybe. They want to know what's in that chicken hut. That's why I know I would be thinking about that chicken hut.
But then at the same time, they're going to find the mirror, like, 10 minutes later, like, oh crap, I could have just waited until I had the mirror to do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to head over to Catfish now for that mirror.
More of TR, which might, I mean, we didn't find anything too important, but, find the right connector, you might get more info.
Love that. I love info. This Pod Eastern area is a bit of a bust. But, it's good to get it done. And honestly, being able to do all this stuff. After checking what's under the bridge. And we'll be able to use the cape to even get into the castle tower entrance. So we're just getting a ton of information early, which is really nice. We got a small key to Hyrule Castle. We did see that on Telmiran side as well. But Titos already did all the Hyrule Castle stuff, which now they'll have to go back, unless they find the hammer, they'll have to go back to Dark Cross again if they want to get the back 3 items in Hyrule Castle. So, kind of unfortunate. Hookshot, boots, fire rod, any of those, another sword, any of those nice items.
They want inventory. That's they want. They want to carry more things.
What they really want, they want Triforce pieces. Just taking a wild guess. I'm sure that's what they want. Ugh, connector. We'll probably see that after we check this left entrance. We've already seen Bumper Ledge. Oh, another connector. We've already seen Bumper Ledge. We've seen Floating Highland up on Dark Death Mountain. We haven't seen TR Connector. We haven't seen TR Laser. Here's just East Dark Death Mountain with nothing.
But, I mean, you could just mirror and boom, you have 5 more caves here.
Yup, that's true. Man, this early mirror is so nice. Jump.
The same shop in both caves.
Mire. Ew.
Can't do
anything in there. No. No boots, no hook. What else we got? Aga Tower. We do need to know where that is.
Very important. We do also need to find both keys.
Tell them we're going to check their surroundings first before they go in for the first item in there, I would assume. They might not even go in. I don't know. Get out of here, Tektite. Man, we still have so much Dark World left still. We have like all Village of Outcasts, Skullwoods area. South Dark World we haven't seen yet either. Oh, all right.
Not doing the one check in Aga, that's free.
Nope. Doesn't want to do it. Would rather wait until they get both small keys or at least one. I guess I can get behind the idea because you don't Yay! Honestly, like it's kind of whatever. It's better to get this now because now you just know. You don't have to worry about getting goofed by that. I'm guessing that those other connectors that we're looking for is probably connected to like Paradox Cave.
Yeah, we're almost an hour in. We haven't seen Paradox yet. That's another big check. 7 checks there.
All right, both players are going to be in the same area now. The big meetup we've all been waiting for.
When one friend has been grinding the MMORPG longer than you and has more stuff.
Just a few more things, no big deal. I mean, aside from like a few big keys here and there, like it's still mostly just the mitts. There's another pod small, which is nice. There's another TR small, which is okay.
I think we're up to 4 pod smalls now.
What do you think our first dungeon's gonna be? Our first Triforce piece. What are you feeling?
This could as easily be you get you just find Thief Sound. We already have the Thief Sound big on Tio's side. We have the sword. I mean, you find Thief Sound, you get the 7 items you can get.
I guess with the lamp, you could do right side GT to Ice Armos for your first one. We do have access to that, but nobody wants that. No, who wants to do that? That's silly. It's just silly.
Yeah, we find the desert big, and we find the back of the desert that isn't too
Nah,
bad.
That's never gonna happen. That's too many things. It's just not gonna happen. We did see 2 TR smalls here in Skull Woods, which is pretty funny. I mean, it's not that funny. I don't know why. They're just kind of 2 rooms away from each other. I don't know. Chat, is that funny, chat? Is that funny? Is there anything there? Anything to work with there, or kind of nothing?
It's slightly funny, considering we've seen all of TR except for the big chest and the boss. I cried laughing. It was so funny. Oh, hey, speaking of Paradox.
We found it. Funny how? What do you mean funny? Thank you. All right, Paradox Cave. You got the goods, right? No. Yeah. I mean, no hammer yet. You hoping for that hammer? I don't know. When's the last time you've been burned by a Thieves Town big chest in one of your randomizers that you definitely play all the time, Kachiri?
A few times. There might be a reason why.
No, Telmiran is also going to say nay to these connectors. Fine. Make a liar out of me. See if I care.
We get the other end of Super Bunny Cave. We don't need to go through it because we know where the back end is. We got the brewery chest here.
We found the smith yet? Surely we have.
We have not.
We had to have.
I remember seeing the smiths.
Well, then you weren't looking. Maybe his left side maze race. Can he be there?
Yeah, because we have the mirror. Oh, that would be a awkward place. Boy.
Palace of Darkness and Desert Palace are 2 red crystals. nice info to have, but not necessarily essential.
So how many digs do you think we're going to get this time for the item?
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh.
And I love.
Now I'm curious to see. I mean, Telmiran is going to pick up that Ether Medallion here on the maze race. And going to check a few more entrances along this path, and can even grab the Smith and take them with if they so choose. So, ooh, Swamp Small on Stumpy. That is a nice find. While Titos is on the path, Telmiran is on the path, but better.
Yeah, no, and that's a couple more checks for Swamp, I believe, or actually one. If we do find Swamp. No, hey!
Swamp. Oh, but Telmiran doesn't have the small key. It's right past him. I wonder if they'll get it and then go back. Nah. Nobody wants to do a hookless Swamp. That's gross.
We also see Swamp is our last pendant, so we have all of our dungeon info now.
That's all of it. That's so funny that it was there. This music pack we're listening to is very goofy. You never know what you're getting. Alright, what else we got over here? There's the Mire Shed. See if we get any goodies out of here. We want a hook shot. We want a hammer. We want a map to Turtle Rock. Wait, no we don't. Hey! Alright.
I get to be the witch this time around.
Do you think Telmiran's gonna backtrack all the way back up to Swamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Why wouldn't you, right?
We got the...
Don't want to pick up any crystals or go to any screens that normally have a follower in it. So we can take the frog on a journey. Okay, this is good for Titos. They are going to get their mirror here pretty soon.
Which is a good find. They might do a bit more. I don't think we've seen Graveyard yet. They could take the mirror and then start doing North Path.
It feels so bad after doing this loop through Dark World to then get the mirror and be like, come on, man. Now I have to go muscular play from Titos. Nope. Getting out of there.
Oh. Death Warp.
Not check. My favorite is you're like 50-something minutes into a scene, and you're finally checking the 2 entrances by Lake Hylia, and it's like, blindside with like a hook shot and boots. Hype cave with my flute and a mirror. And you're like, come on, game. Why you gotta be like this? But this time, Lake Hylia is nothing fancy.
What's this? A piece of paper saying you won the game?
Wow.
How was this right here all along?
Oh man, I'm a fool. I keep telling myself, just go to the items, but I didn't do it. Telmiran hasn't even checked this entrance. Still looking for that smith. It has to be in the light world somewhere.
I think the only thing we haven't fully seen yet has been the
oh, there's the ice rod. It's a nice find. You'd rather see the fire rod first, but... Oh, he's right here. Perfect. Chat, we did it. We found him. We might have seen that on Titos' side already.
Yeah, someone chat said it was a fluke spot.
Mm-hmm.
$10 profit for doing that.
Alright. Now... things are... Now, this is epic. Titos is now going to go do a bunch of mirror stuff that we've already seen, while Telmiran might even go check what's at Ice Palace entrance this time.
At this point, knowing that you can do a couple of dungeons, do you still want to do Overworld, or do you want to try and hit a dungeon and see if it's maybe cause a chain reaction? You get stuff in this dungeon to do this dungeon to do this dungeon.
I mean, if I'm Telmiran, I don't really have much light world left or much overworld left to do aside from like checking connectors to get up to the mountain or something. Right?
Yeah.
We have a lot. Oh, sick kid. Hello. I mean, I would probably nice mushroom. I'd be hitting on my dungeons. Like I go beat Hera, I'd go beat Swamp. I mean, I probably would have even beat Skull Woods when I first found it. I want them Triforce pieces, man. Give them to me. Yeah, powder that witch. Speed up the process. You powder them and they start stirring even faster. $50. Nice.
Yeah, you have the money. Go ahead and buy yourself some blues. Why not?
Maybe I'll take another one. Tito's about to go to Desert Right, while Telmiran is heading into the Mire area. We haven't seen this yet, have we?
We haven't seen Mire. We've seen the Desert Ledge check. Telmiran is definitely going to be doing that mirror. We're also going to see what medallion we may need for Mire, which is Quake.
Okay. So Bombos for TR, Quake for Mire. We're getting some new content. We're looking for what? Thieves Town, Desert Boss.
We've already seen all the dungeons, haven't we?
We've seen a lot of them.
TR Big Chest. We have not seen
TR Big, yeah. There's Desert Boss. No big key. Could steal a small key, but nah.
Nope,
oh yeah, we
check
can.
Desert Main.
Aw, man, I like it. You can check Desert Main. If you haven't opened up Mire, you can actually check it on the other side of the Mire entrance. It basically puts you right at the door. There's our library with $20. You just got to be careful they don't accidentally mirror bonk on the way back. I'm thinking we got to start doing some dungeons. Swamp Palace, gotta have something, right?
Swamp is 10 checks. We have the big key.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we gotta go pull that ped, you know? We have we have 3 beatable pendant dungeons. We just have to find Thieves' Town. Do it.
Ped C, the peds.
Come on, the people. They crave it.
The viewers of SpeedGaming is praying.
I want Ped with a vanilla sword. Come on. Think about it. I want more overworld checks. Okay, alright. You got it. Here you go.
Oh, hey. We're not just missing the bottom of this. I would have gone and checked the bottom of this, but I guess Hera is more important at this point. We don't have the key to the basement here.
Good.
And we're just going to Hera power way on up.
I love seeing Herapot with the bomb setup because seems like everybody has their own setup for it. It's great. It's like constantly evolving. It's like, oh, well, this one takes 1 less pixel lineup. I'm like, all right. I'm listening. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
This new way of doing Herapot will blow your mind. It's just another way you're walking. 3 pixels.
I'm walking here.
3 pixels diagonally down.
Kachiri, we are just over an hour in, and we are finally getting our first Triforce piece. You know, we need 10 of those to beat the game, right?
Oh, are you saying we're going to be here for 10 hours? Jeez, I think I have plans.
I sure hope not. No, we actually have to do Fighter Sword Molderum as well. Thankfully, we do have the cape, so we can take it a little easy here, but... What am I watching? NMG? Kind of. Minus cape.
At least Moldorum's being super nice to Telmiran right now.
There it is! We're on the board! And we're getting a pendant! And pendants are good! Oh yeah, you know, I forgot. We did find Hookshot Cave. It's in Kakariko, so this is 4 checks we haven't seen yet. And another exit. Ooh. It's got to be TR connector, right? It's got to be. Small key to Genin. Come on, let's see a hammer. Show me the hammer. Then we can go do left side GT. You can go get the purple chest and then mirror to do back of escape.
Ooh.
Think about it.
Yeah, that works.
Think about it. Consider it. Consider the possibilities.
That is in logic, yes. We don't need the hammer for that.
What's on Floating Island? Half magic. That's a nice find.
Especially this early on and you haven't done any of the magic bosses yet. Good find.
We're getting some new stuff on Titos' side while Telmiran's going to be going through the Hyrule Castle checks, and we'll probably do the less funny thing and go just straight through Dark Cross all the way to the back. We do have our Thieves' Town. And
Hammer being here. Hammer being here would be so funny.
The dream, come on.
Oh! Well, see, here's the thing. You take some twine, you find a rock, you just Minecraft this. You put...
There's already stone, or you think they're metal tipped arrows, or you think they're like Stone Age, just rocks, sharpened rocks?
I've always imagined wooden arrows just being like arrows that's been like sharpened to a point.
Oh yeah, I guess they are wooden. Really makes you think, doesn't it?
Okay, I'm tired of thinking. My head hurts. Anyway.
It's too early for that.
Now I'm just looking at the arrow sprite that's on the HUD, and yeah, no, it's just a full wood thing, like a feather.
I also looked at it too when we were talking about it. Oh, nice. We're freezing the guard and smacking the ball and chain guard with a frozen idiot. I love it. Ooh, big key to desert. All right. That's a beatable dungeon for Telmiran once they get that. Titos does not. So, the thing that's crazy is these mids are still not even in logic because we still don't have a bow. Where'd that bow at? Maybe it's back here. Back in the back 3 chests of Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. But we're saying here the whole little chain reaction things. You do one dungeon to get items to be another dungeon. I mean, Tios, this is their way to just start finding lead. They just now need to, find the myths so they can get to the desert in Mire.
I don't understand. Why aren't these players just going for their Triforce pieces?
Go to the items
just
that
go,
you know where they're
just
at.
go to the thing. Just go win the game. I wonder where our castle tower keys are gonna be.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't even found one of them yet.
I'm not.
Imagine one of them is like behind Moldorm 2 and the other one is just the second chest of Castle Tower.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we're up on the mountain. Maybe we'll see Titos pick up, or pop into that Aga Tower and check those chests. That could be big. Big.
We're also going to get the back of those escape checks here.
Come on, hammer. There's our bow! Okay, alright. The mitts are in logic, collectively. Compass. Shield. Red mail, alright.
No, but yeah, so now Tios, like once they find Pod and they do right side, that's, Eastern open up to be for them. Then they find the Mitts and Pod as well to, also be up Desert. I mean, it's all come together.
Smalls is in my opinion a comfortable amount of keys to have. You still would have to leave behind either the harmless Hellway chest or the vanilla big key chest, unless you want to go both sides several times, which I tend to do because I'm scared to skip stuff. And another big key to Ice Palace. That one is okay. It's nice to have.
That one is like, oh great, I'm happy. I don't have to double dip
this
dungeon.
it's like finding a swamp one. It's like, whew. One less thing I have to worry about skipping. Alright, nothing up on Light Roll Bumper for Telmiran. Can go do Graveyard Ledge next. Telmiran also hasn't seen that Floating Island exit yet. Which was... I didn't write it down. What exit was that?
Every time he showed up on Floating Island, I missed the connector too.
Oh, which one is it?
One of our awesome trackers, either Karma or Fishing, should tell us in chat.
Yeah, shoutouts to our trackers. All right. Green pendant on deck.
And our Triforce counts tied up. Oh, the trackers aren't even listening to us.
What was the question? Oh, that's so funny.
Well, how do you get to Floating Island? Alright, that had nothing.
Bombable hut had bombs, or I guess brewery. And yeah, this is Tito's first time over here on East Death Mountain as well, so gonna get all these light roll checks. Gonna find that Meyer does have the hook shot. All right, I believe you now. Thank you. All All right, we are going to see our first check here in Castle Tower. Going to use arrows to take out the ball and chain guards.
Nice spin slash here, take out these guys.
And... Oh, okay.
Just in case, I find the hammer.
No. Makes sense.
That's
I
like
think
one
we're
of
gonna...
Sorry, go ahead.
You go first.
I was like, that's one of the things, you leave the house, you start walking towards the car, like, oh crap, I forgot my wallet and my keys. And I locked my door. Crap. Because he started running towards the first chest, like, oh wait. Hey, it was funnier in my head.
No. I've definitely locked my keys out of my Thieves' Town before. It happens. We are going to see the Meyer dip.
6 checks here. Not that bad of a set of checks here. You just have to wait through cutscene chests.
What do you think we're going to find in here?
I have to assume we're going to find a fire rod. I feel like the next big thing to find.
If it's not the boots, which will get us a big key out of GT, then yeah, I'm thinking fire rod as well.
What's left for big keys? We're missing Meyer and Skull. Those are the only 2 big keys missing, so...
3 bombs. Come on, Meyer. We need something big in here to get Titos back into this race. Though I feel like Telmiran will not be too far behind heading into Meyer as well.
Yeah, no, second Telmiran gets that bow and that big key to desert. That's 2 more dungeons after this one.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that they didn't go back. Maybe they didn't want to go to Swamp because they want to make sure that they find the hammer first. They'd rather be doing checks that will lead to a hammer instead of going into Swamp and sequence breaking the dungeon without the hammer. Like, yes, it is a bunch of checks, it is info, and it is a Triforce piece, but...
Also, it's also Fire Sword Argus without a hammer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not great. Doable. Very doable, but slow.
Cutscenes, just nothing.
Dude, I'm rocking out to this MSU pack now. It's so crunchy. Meyer, bit of a bust so far, but still plenty more checks left to check. Show me a fire rod. There's a sword!
That's not too bad.
Not bad at all. A fire rod would get us...
Moth.
That'd be a beatable Trinex. Because you know where Ice Rod is. Back of Skullwoods, beatable Moth, beatable right side GT all the way to Ice Armos. Hammerless Ice Palace, you know, all the fun stuff.
Well, one more check we can do here before we have to get out.
I'm happy to see that bow. We do have more of Pod to also go do. And yeah, just a sword here in Meyer, pretty much.
Nice to have, but definitely not what Titos were looking for.
No.
No, I mean, Chad does make a good point. Do you go back and do Eastern now that you have the bow for 1 item? Because the other item is the Daria. But, oh, Titos is actually going to go for another Daria right now. We got enough keys, we got a bow.
Ugh. This is not a fun loadout for climbing, in my opinion. I mean, Master Sword is nice, but... eh.
No, then you gotta do Master Sword Lamolas too.
So wait, what is that? The Ganon drop? Is that going to be like Lost Woods or something? Lost Woods drop down?
I think that's the only one we haven't seen yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is 4 checks plus the one I'm at the Lost Woods drop down if you do all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't hate this play, obviously. I mean, I don't like climbing GT ever, unless it's like a, like a casual boots or an open mode or something where I have to, and I'm heading to go beat the game. But, you're working towards. You just got the bow. You're working towards new items, and you're getting a Triforce piece no matter what. So it's a relatively safe play.
I've always been a proponent for fast GT climb. You still do the bomb part. You get the big key. You just walk up the stairs and you're already on the top floor with all the chests, like right before Ag. Just cut out this part.
Just skip the hard part.
Not the hard part. The boring part.
Just skip the boring part. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to see a trip back to Pod for Telmiran, or if they're going to continue to hold off on it until they find that hammer. We have enough small keys to logically get to the back of Pod, so they're going to go. Okay, so they're going to go through Myra. So we're gonna see what's in GT. We're going to be focusing on the right side of the screen for a little bit while we're looking for new goodies to show up.
Got some Master Sword Lambos here.
Cheery. I need to go get another cup of coffee. Can you hold down the fort for me, sir?
I will try. I don't know if I can.
Don't mess this up, man. Don't do it, or you're off the team.
Oh, one of them worms down. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Leave that worm. He just spawned. Just needed one more hit. And yep. And third worm is probably one hit away. Alright. Probably the worst part of the climb is all done here. The most satisfying room in the game. It's always so satisfying. You walk into that Wizard's room and you just drop that scenario and get that triple kill. I don't think we've seen stun prize yet. I know we've been stunning enemies, but I don't think we actually saw what the prize was. Using Burnout to get through these guys here. Telmiran's going to go do the cutscene chest. We know there's nothing here cutscene. Up these stairs, gotta do one last torch room, and then we finally get items. I think the climb would be so bad if there was more items sprinkled about on that until you got to the very top. But we get another small key to Ice Palace. And Compass to Eastern. Okay, we got 2 items left plus the Aga 2 fight. Actually, 1 item left because the After Moldorm chest is a Dorito piece. But nothing at the top of the tower. Ooh, nice hookshot strat. Good Moldorm kill here. We're going to get ourselves a second Dorito on Titos' side, keeping the side up. We believe that the Thieves' hideout drop down is Lost Woods, yeah. This is the worst room in the game for me. I always have so much trouble in this room with all the little mini helmets.
I have returned. What'd I miss?
Nothing. There was nothing.
Nothing up at the top? Aw.
Yeah. No, we got a compass, we got a small key to ice, and then some bombs.
Okay. Well, maybe the drop down will be good.
Hoping for like a fire rod to drop down or the hammer at the drop down.
See, that's the good thing about this mode, though, is that though there was nothing there, we still got progression because we got a required Triforce piece, so...
Yep.
It's less feels bad. Because you play a cross-key seed, you climb GT for nothing, you're like, well, that's it. Might as well... If my opponent also didn't do it, or also did it, then I'm safe, maybe, but they probably didn't, and they're already done.
You do in the first 30 minutes of Siege, you find nothing. Okay, well, that's a slash FF. GG, guy.
GG, go next. Alright. Where's Telmiran? This is desert. And check that big chest. Oh, boo. Unforge.
That's a definite feels bad to do all of that. Yeah, yeah, you get a Triforce piece. Yay!
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't in logic, so you know. But yeah, if you're gonna climb, you might as well do all of it, because you don't want to leave a castle tower small key in that drop down.
All right.
Back to Eastern.
Yeah, going to do Eastern now. One chest plus a Drew piece of Telmiran.
And then afterwards, we'll turn in that green pennant, right? We haven't done that yet?
We have not done the green pennant turning yet.
That is in Kakariko as well.
I think Tio is a little lost. Went all the way up to the hut, then I guess saving the mirror spot or something?
Maybe it was a realization that I hadn't checked that item yet, so I don't know. Who knows?
They did. I mean, it's the ice rod.
It's pretty important.
I mean, if it was the other rod, this would be a little bit easier. But Tio's is going to go ahead and kill the moth.
Yep. It'll be a little bit easier with this Master Sword in hand. This is kind of one of those things where you're already in the neighborhood, so might as well go do it. Eastern Palace Big Chest is going to have 3 bombs.
This is nothing about having like all your good stuff early on. Now we're just like, oh, bombs, okay.
Yeah, that's true. You get a little slightly front-loaded seed, then the last like 45 minutes is just nothing but, you know, the occasional big key and whatnot.
And we're only down to 2 big keys left, and we know where one of them is. We're missing the hammer, we're missing the fire rod, and that's about in boots. We need the boots and the castle tower smalls.
What are we gonna get? A hammer in the bomb wall of swamp or something?
Oh, that would be unfortunate, but yeah.
You're definitely wanting to see hammer before you find... Honestly, I want hammer before fire rod, because then I don't have to worry about hammer and ice palace.
Moth goes down for Triforce piece 3. Telmiran's also going to get their Triforce 3 piece. See, this is a close race.
Yeah, it's anyone's game. I'm thinking back-a-pod. Gotta have something.
Yeah, we have the keys now for it.
Yeah. Hopefully, Telmiran has been to pod already. That's where they got their mitts out of logic a long time ago. But Titos has not been to that part of West Death Mountain in the Dark World, so doesn't know about pod yet. Where are we going? We still also have that other Paradox Cave connector to check.
I think that might be what Telmiran might be going towards.
Or purple chest. Purple chest. Obviously, you want the hammer. On the other hand, you know, you do a dungeon that's primarily hammerlock that you can get around with the Specky clip. That's a lot of potential information you can get on where the hammer can or cannot be. So, always be clearing dungeons.
Yeah, and it's also IM dense, of course. There'll be 8 more IMs in Swamp, since Argus does have a Triforce piece. Pod has what? 7 in the back, not counting... Yeah, 7 in the back, and then 1 in the vanilla key chest.
I mean, we only need 10. We could just skip Pod and Ice Palace and beat this without a hammer, right?
Has that happened before in Cross Hunt?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of Swamp, we are going to Swamp now.
The power of Specky